Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I see we've got Jim and Jana present at this point, Daria. And I'm going to give a real quick shout out before we get started. StreamYard is now pushing it out horizontally and vertically at the same time. So if you've come in one way and you like the other way, it's there, it's available. Daria and I were talking this morning. We noticed it on Jay's too, because last night Jay was on and I was on horizontally, and then I got bumped out, and then I went back in, and I was like, oh, he's got it going both ways too. So that's something new with StreamYard. They're pushing it out in both formats. So if you have a preference one over the other, um, certainly feel free to check out your preference. I prefer the am I saying it right? The horizontal as
Yeah.
opposed to the vertical. Okay, Jim said he just switched format. Okay, all right. Were you guys in the vertical, or what is your preference? I'm interested in learning. I would think with the two of us, you would rather be horizontal. Yeah, the comments are separate to each view. And I noticed that when I responded to Jim's good morning, I had a double line in my comments. So it's pushing my good morning out to both areas as well. So, and I'm hoping that means it's dragging the comments and from both areas as well. But anyway, that's just a little technical housekeeping that I wanted to share before we get started. So, you like the horizontal? Okay. All right. That's what I like. I prefer horizontal. For a long time, my YouTube, hey, how are you? It's vertical on your phone, horizontal on the iPad. Okay, Denise
Okay.
says it's anyway. Um, it's told me for a long time to increase your viewership, you need to do vertical lives, and I've just rejected it because it's not something that I enjoy. But now that StreamYard's doing it both ways, I figure we'll give it a try and see what happens. Janice says, I watch on my computer or on my iPad. So, and Jim's on his laptop. Anyway, so that's that. So I'm going to just real quick show what I've got here, and then we'll have Daria show what she's got. I have got the stash stacks from Spellbinders that I have thrown my Love from Lizi November Festive Tales kit in. And it fell off my desk this morning and everything fell on the floor. And so everything is in complete disarray. All the little gems and or the little goodies and stuff. I just threw the staff stack on the floor, have fallen on the floor, and all of my ephemera pieces are all over the place. So I'm going to give you just a real quick look at the mess that I've got. This is called Festive Tales, and it's kind of like it's like a Christmas slash book themed kit. And it's got all of this beautiful paper that has got, and I've used a lot of it. It has got holly and bows and books. We have gifts. That's a little strip of gifts, but it's very, very Christmas oriented. You can see the poinsettias here. And then there are a lot of books. There are some plain papers, but then it has a stamp set that is very book oriented. And I did use it on the video that will run on the Love from Lizi channel on the 8th, but you've got a cozy winged back chair and some floral elements and some sentiments. But for today's purposes, I want to be using them as Christmas cards. And so I'm not using this. And so I'm bringing in other sentiments that I'm going to use. But the kit comes with just all kinds of fun stuff. You've got little, these are little teardrop enamel embellishments. You've got ribbon, green and red. I've linked it in the description box. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out. You get some felt borders. We had red and blue, and I've done several cards because I had to make the video for the channel. And then you get, different pieces of cardstock. You get these gold seals that are in here and a couple of different sets of ephemera. One of them kind of goes along with the paper and that it's got envelopes and books and stuff. And then she had an add-on that matches it exactly, that are critters. And they are so fun. You've got raccoons and looks like lamb, and I don't know if that's a koala, and I don't know, rabbit, just really, really fun little critters that go with it that you can add on to it. That's super cute. So that's what I'm going to be working with. I think I've probably said enough. I'm going to let Daria show you what she's working with, and we'll go from there.
Okay, I'm going to be working with Paper Wishes or hot off the press gingerbread foil Artful card kits, and these card kits come with 7 sheets of paper, which
That didn't work. Okay,
kind of go together. I have 2 sets together, so that's why I've got double sheets. You get one of each sheet. And they're really pretty. I like them. And
okay.
yep. And the red, and then there's a brown, and then there's a zigzag, and then you get a sheet of sentiments, which I've already managed to cut out. But here's you get some blank ones. You can put your own sentiment in, or you can use their sentiments as well, but you have to cut them out. And then you get 2 sheets of ephemera, and this is the one part that's foiled. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's so shiny, but
Oh yeah.
one sheet of this and then another sheet of ephemera as well. And these punch out. You don't have to cut anything out.
Oh, that
And
makes it nice.
it is, and borders. Yeah, they are nice kits. And they're, like I said, this one is still available, even though mine is old. Yeah, see, I've got everything in a little baggie here. I'm also going to added the gingerbread boy from the Stamps of Life, Gingerbreads to Stamp,
Fun.
to add to one of the cards, and I'm using Circle Illusions by Spellbinders, a 3D embossing folder. And then mine are called Dazzles. Okay, that's what I was telling Shanna, that a lot of the Love from Lizi stuff reminds me of Paper Wishes because they sell dazzle circles and lines in different shapes. And then
Instead of pill-offs, yeah.
yeah, the peel offs. And then this is from Hobby Journal. This is another card kit I have where you take each one of these little stickers and stick them to make a design on a card. And I'm going to be using some of the circle ones. These are leftover from one of my card kits, but they're from Hobby Dot. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Very fun. Now, I have linked Daria's kit up as well if you're interested in it. I want to show you. I held this up, Daria. You'll have to look at it. I held this up when you were showing. Can you see this? Look at this
Oh, yeah.
giraffe. Is that hilarious or what? A giraffe drinking tea in a wingback chair. So much fun. The other fun thing that I didn't share because all my stuff was in such disarray is the fun stuff that she's got in here. She's got some bookmarks or some paper clips that look like books. And I didn't use
Oh,
those on my cards on her channel, but I did use them to kind of clip all the elements of my cards together as I was working with them. But they're fun. And then some other fun things, which she included in here, is she's got a book charm that's included. And then she had these corner pieces, and these are super fun. There were 6 of those, but I'm going to show you what I did with it for the card on her channel. I just put it on this panel, and I put um, one on the corner of each of that panel. And I just used my little pliers and just kind of crimp them on there. And so you've got a really
yeah, they
fun
look
edge
good.
on there.
Yeah.
So she's got some really fun pieces, but I just wanted to show you that. Now it's going to take me a minute to get organized here. I do have the add-ons to the kit. The gold glitter pill-offs came with the kit, but then I have all of the add-ons, which you get all these other pill-offs, which I have plenty. And then you also get some specialty cardstock that goes with it. And I've blown through a lot of it just because I've been doing stuff for her channel. But anyway, so that's included with the kit. But it's a fun kit. I love the little animals and the fact that she offered 2 different ephemera sets to go with the kit. They're add-ons that you'd pick up, and then of course the ribbon and then the stickers for the envelopes. So anyway, that's what I've got, and we're gonna make some cards. I'll show you real quick some cards that I did make with the. This has got the little bear, the polar bear or koala bear or whatever it is. And then here's one where I used a KCC sketch and created a Christmas card. I stopped putting sentiments on it because the sentiments that go with the set that I needed to use on the channel are book related. And so I wanted to use Christmas ones on these. So I printed out I've die cut a bunch of Christmas sentiments, but here's one with a tag and with a little charm that I stuck on there. Super cute. And then here's one with a snow globe. Anyway, very fun set.
Yeah, I was
So,
going to say I'm going to be working with KCC 19. I think out of all of her sketches. I think 19 is still my favorite. So I'm going to be doing card number 1, 4, 13, 14, and 15 if we get to it.
Okay, all right, that's fun. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a plan after I dumped everything on the floor and had to pick it up. I have actually stamped out some of the stamp set images. I just cheated and I did it on colored cardstock that was included in the kit. And I just embossed it. I didn't want to color. So that's what I did. Here's an owl reading a book. Very, very fun. Anyway, let's get going. So, all right.
Does sound like a really nice set though.
It is. It's hers always have the most interesting things in them. So, and the fact that she added on all the extra stuff too made it super fun. So I'm just getting all these things organized so I can function here. All right. Got a little jar of cookies. That looks yummy. I haven't eaten this morning. So, hey, Yvette, welcome.
Hi,
Glad you could join us. So we're just getting started. We're running through what we're doing, and we haven't really done anything yet. At least I haven't. Well, I've gotten organized. That's what I've done.
that's right.
Anyway, has anybody, I know this sounds ridiculous, but is anybody thinking about putting up their Christmas tree now or gotten started on it or anything?
Oh, not allowed to, not allowed to.
Oh gosh,
Well,
I've been thinking about it.
we had to compromise because we used to put ours up after Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving. His family put the tree up Christmas Eve. So
Okay.
so we
Gosh.
compromised and it's 2 weeks before Christmas, but I do put up my travel tree on December 1st.
Oh my gosh. Mine's going to go up before Thanksgiving. I always had the rule Christmas tree goes up after Thanksgiving. That, yes, Yvette. My mom always did it the day after Thanksgiving because she hosted Thanksgiving and had a smaller home and needed the space for all of the people and all the tables and all of the food and everything. And so then, as soon as Thanksgiving was over and the mess was cleaned up, the next day she put up the Christmas tree. And I did that for many, many years, just following her tradition. Because I host Thanksgiving now and have for a long time. But the last, I don't know, a few years, I've gotten a little antsy and put it up just before Thanksgiving so that it could be appreciated during Thanksgiving as well. So we'll see.
Well,
But
I
I was,
usually host Thanksgiving, but this year Addison requested that Thanksgiving be at her house.
oh, okay.
So I said, good.
Yeah, that's nice.
Good. Oh,
We've got a pretty good setup to host because we have an open concept. And so and I have a pretty large kitchen which was just remodeled. And I know some of you have seen. I sent Jana and Daria a video of the kitchen
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's lovely. In fact, I'm hesitant to mess it up. It's so lovely. But anyway, um,
Yeah,
yeah, I got to get to
I'm
cooking
a
in
little
there.
jealous because I have a efficiency kitchen. Um,
Yeah,
2 people maybe can fit in there.
yeah.
Or it works.
The plan for our house that sold me was the master bathroom setup and the kitchen setup because they're both, my master bathroom is very large and my kitchen is very spacious too. In fact, I've got, it's big enough that I can have um, a table. I've got like a bar top table with 4 chairs in there. It's large enough to have that, but it is a really nice size. So
That
those were like the things that really, we like the design of the house. So was those. But anyway, all right, I got to get started. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing all this chatty talking. But anyway, so yeah, last week we had to eat out most of the week or eat it next door at my dad's house because we didn't have. I kept trying to find my sink and it wasn't there. I'd go into the kitchen and I have no sink. I have no sink.
yeah. Yeah, I
So
went through that, waiting
anyway.
for our counters to come in.
Yeah, yep. So, but it is lovely now. All right, so I gotta come up with some kind of plan. I was telling Daria, I'm so dumb, and I don't know if you guys are as dumb as I am, but I watched Jennifer McGuire this morning when I woke up, and she said, score your panel before you cut it, and then you only score once. So we did that this morning, didn't we, Daria? She
Yep,
sat and watched me
yep.
do it. So yeah, I've always had that extra step because I cut it, score, score instead of score cut. Anyway,
Yeah.
so smart. That's why they call her the goat.
Yeah. I
Let's see.
just made some last week, yesterday, and didn't do it her way. Did it, the hard way,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
difficult way.
I told Daria, I said, I can be taught. Yvette says that's how she does it already.
Oh,
Ev-
nice, Yvette.
Yvette says she hosts Thanksgiving too, and there have been between 20 to 24 people, depending on if in-laws show up.
Well,
And then
mine
Janice says she's jealous because she has a one butt kitchen. More than that, and it's crowded. It is poorly designed. So,
can't be any smaller than mine, can it?
well, it's a one butt. If yours is a two butt, hers is a one butt. Janice says she scores twice because she has the score buddy and it's smaller. And I originally, that's what got me down that path of scoring once. But I started making some bigger things and I wound up getting the bigger one. And so this morning I brought that thing out and that's what we used and we scored it up. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Yeah,
It's the big Spellbinders one,
no,
the
actually, I've
multi-purpose.
got a Martha Stewart one.
Oh, I just
That's how
lost
old
hers.
my product is.
This one actually, and I'm going to throw this out there. This one actually has the envelope making tool to it,
Yeah.
but I can't figure it out for the life of me.
Oh,
I followed the instructions, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway,
yeah.
so
This is the one I have. It looks identical to the Spellbinder, but it's Martha Stewart,
okay.
and it's got the envelope maker in the back here too.
Okay, well, you'll have
I
to
have
give me
never
a lesson. You have to give me a lesson on that.
Never used the envelope maker.
All right, we're gonna gut some panels because I don't have a lot of this cardstock and I like it. I like the colors that she's given us.
Yeah.
So I think we'll just gut some of them and we
Yeah,
can use them for.
I made the mistake and I bought some Arteza, or however you pronounce it, foam tape with a plastic, backing, and it is not fun. I have nothing but trouble trying to peel it off, and then it sticks to my hands, and
Oh no.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't have that.
I'll never buy it again.
You guys, I think I've said before on my channel what I use. I use Dollar Tree.
Yeah, that's what I need to start doing that.
I'm a cheapskate.
Me too.
What?
Well,
Let's see. Janet says she has the original score power from years ago, but it doesn't have all the lines, so she has to do scoring math. That stinks. Yvette says apparently she also has a problem. She has the score buddy, the score pal, and the Martha Stewart one.
oh,
Hey,
okay.
you know what? When you lose one, because I lost that score pal for how long was
Oh,
it
I
gone? Darn.
remember that.
Remember? It was gone for a long time. I lost that sucker. And so I think that's why I bought the bigger one, was like, well, I gotta have one. So I went ahead and bought the bigger one. But anyway, so yeah, that works well if you've got multiples. If you lose one, then you won't have a problem. I think it actually fell behind one of my bookcases. And when I went and did a craft room makeover, which you guys know I do that about every 2 months, I came across it. So I haven't done it in a minute. Since my sister came in and helped me kind of rearrange things, I haven't had the urge to go in and redo it. She was thinking functionality.
Ah,
And so I'm always thinking aesthetics and she was thinking functionality. So I think she's got me in a place where I'm like not thinking, oh, this is driving me nuts because it's more functional. But anyway, she's very practical. And I
very
guess
good.
I'm less practical, but anyway. So all right. Hey, I got something on a card. Do you have anything on there yet?
Yep,
Okay.
I'm already blinging it up,
You are. See, I'm yakety yakking and
but I already had mine ready to go, so I had an advantage over you.
okay. Oh, that's all right. I think I'm gonna do the same thing, only bigger on this one. This is why I'm taking forever. I'm doing all this die cutting. I didn't do much prepping, and so I'm doing more die cutting than I probably
Well, it was my
do.
week to be ready, so you're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's your turn to be ready.
Yep.
We
So,
take turns.
yeah.
One of us gets to be ready, one of us gets to be disorganized. So I did something last night. I was trying to figure out what to do to make my channel better. And I'm throwing this out there for you guys because you guys watch me regularly, which I've lost a plate. I Chat GPT pretty regularly, and I was asking for some suggestions on some things. And one of the things they suggested is that I not go live as often as I do. So what do
Oh,
you guys, or not live, that I'm not um,
oh, post
running
often, like,
videos every day, that I'm not running videos every day. But I've got a group of people that like to watch every day. So what do you guys think about that?
I
Hi,
like watching
Jenny.
every day. You're
Hi.
part of my PT program. I ride my bike and I watch your video.
Oh gosh, we've got, hang on, I got to catch up on the chat here.
Oh, okay,
I may
okay,
not get anything done. I'm going to talk. You craft, okay?
okay. All right, sounds
Um,
good.
so Spider Sammy really says, I don't know what that says. Does anybody know what that says? I don't. Yvette says her Cutter Bee scissors went missing thanks to her 2-year-old granddaughter. So she bought a 4-pack. And when you know it, you found the original one a week later. That's guaranteed to fix your lost
Product.
piece.
Yep.
As soon as you lose it, you reorder it, it shows up. I
Yeah.
have been missing my Spellbinders, the fussy cutting ones, the little ones, the
Oh,
precise
I
ones,
found
they've
mine.
been missing.
I found
So
mine. I found mine.
yeah, I know you did. Jenny says she's gonna lurk and unpack from her scrapbook retreat and vacation. Nice. Hey Linda, welcome. And Denise is devoted to my 3 a.m. video. Oh, thanks. AI isn't always the smartest. Well, thank you. That's what I was thinking. Now, I did get a whole list. In fact, I printed it out of things to consider, and I'm going to consider them. But that was one that I really was scratching my head on, thinking, I don't know if I'm going to buy into that or not. So I just thought I'd throw it out there and see what you guys thought. So I don't even know where I'm going with this card. I'm just talking and die cutting and slapping stuff together here.
And we're just crafting together. That's all. This is not a technique video. This is a let's have some fun video.
Yeah, it is. It is. I thought I did. I was going to do that other one. All right. So I have this panel, but I need something to go underneath it.
Is anybody crafting with us? Making any?
Yeah, is anybody crafting? They're talking to each other.
Oh,
Linda's saying
good.
hi to Jana. So they're just chitty chatting. What did I do? I think I'm going to put this behind there. I'm going die cutting mad here, and I don't know why. I guess because I'm the die cutting queen. That's my
Right.
superpower.
Yes. And I prefer die cuts over stamping. Though I did make a card with a stamp, and then I just kind of went, well, okay, it's cute.
Yeah. I was going to go live last night with that Simon Hurley Ho 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 set.
Oh, okay.
I had gone live with his Christmas hug set. Well, anyway, I had made some cards and I hated them. This is what I made. So I did stamp and heat embossed with gold, and then I colored the Santa and put it on there. And I did a whole video on this,
Okay.
and then I
Not
trashed the
bad.
video,
That
and then
doesn't
I did this one, and
look
I thought it looked horrible.
a
So
little
I just
bit.
destroyed the video. I'm like, I'm done. I'm gonna do a do-over, but I do have these. So
Yeah, and see if you can repurpose those cards.
yeah, because I think I could easily lift this off and redo it, because the embossed detail on there is really pretty. Now this one I don't hate as much as the other one. I don't know.
No, the Santa Claus I think looks fine because the Christmas trees are like a background. They're not in your face, and he's just there.
Okay.
Doesn't look too busy at all. Well, I
Yeah.
think I'm done with this one.
Okay. Hold it up. And I thought I could do like get you on the big screen, but it keeps removing me and it's putting you in a little spot on the other.
Right, but yeah, but it's showing on the horizontal one. So anyway,
Yeah.
this is my first card.
Very nice. I like it. So Denise is working on an advent calendar, and Yvette says, anybody getting the new color cubes? I have been thinking about color cubes, but I haven't planned to get them yet. I'm going to layer this up. I think I like it better. Are you going to get them, Yvette? I need to really check them out. I haven't.
Are those the ones that tell you what colors to use? The color cubes? See, I'm so not. I'm so far behind.
These are the ones from Spellbinders, correct, Yvette? We'll have to lean into her for.
Okay.
for that. So let me look real quick.
So
I think
somebody made
Spellbinders had some new ones.
your
Or
colors.
are you talking about the Sarah Marie Clark? Wasn't she getting rid of her old ones? Is that what you're referencing? Let's see. Opening and creating is what Jim is saying to Denise. Creating, I'm still a beginner using a May make it design from a video that's 7 years old. I do have the crafty advent calendar to start on later. Nice. I was thinking about that crafty advent calendar last night. I was like, haven't thought about it in a minute. It's been sitting behind me for months,
I
and
know, I
I
saw that
and I
very.
started thinking about it, and I was like, "Ooh, we're gonna be doing that soon." So
I know. I still don't know where mine is. When it comes in, I hand it to Jim. I say, hide it.
yeah, I
'Cause
I put mine on display to kind of when I was like when I'm doing my lives for people to kind of see in the background, like, "Ooh, I want to get that." Kind of taunting, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it's fun.
Now, are you
I
gonna do it on the make the video on the day of the thing, or are you gonna open early and just pretend you're doing it on the day of?
well, I in the past I have and typically I started out doing it the day of because I wanted that satisfaction for myself that I had a little gift every day.
Okay.
And then once you get going, you're running out of time and Christmas is coming and you got all this stuff going on. So then you start opening it up the night before and you crank out it and maybe another one and post it. So Yvette says she's seriously thinking about it, the Renee Clark ones. Since
Oh,
her
okay.
anniversary and birthday and Christmas are all within 5 days of each other, she's going to
Oh,
tell the hubby that
oh,
that can be his gift to her for all three. That's nice. Are they fairly expensive? I think the other ones were a little bit pricey too, so I really need something like that, Yvette. I have used the cards. I don't know, what are those things called that Spellbinders has, the cards? Those are really helpful to me. They're about $200. Okay. Um,
ouch.
what are those cards called? I've got them somewhere. The well, they're these things here. And I've got the DIY color deck. It's the do-it-yourself color
Oh,
deck where you get
yeah.
those. And they really are helpful. I used them. I only put like the colors on maybe a couple of them. Yeah, this one and this one. I think I might have did a video with them or something, and I have the little stamp set with all the new colors that you can stamp on there and everything. So, and I don't know, I guess I could get more of these and kind of use them, but yeah, but I enjoyed using them for the color, inspiration because that is something that I definitely need help with. Now, did you had the old, yeah, you have the original ones. The new ones have 4 boxes and lots of digital bonuses. They also come in a wood box. Ooh, that sounds fancy. Hey, Anna Maria. She's saying, hey, know how long I'll stay. I'm watching my granddaughter who's 9. Oh, 9 months old. How fun. Well, you have fun watching her.
Yeah.
Um,
We don't have that anymore. Our youngest
well,
4.
yeah, mine are getting well, they're 3 and 4 now. So it just and Pat and I were talking how it goes, so fast. They grow up so fast. It's sad.
It is, yeah. Our oldest is 23. Our youngest is 4.
It's pretty.
So
I
we
think that could look pretty on there. I think I'm gonna do that. Pop it up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and look that up and see that wooden box. That sounds neat. I bet it's pretty.
Mm.
So I see a lot of people have those color cubes and they've kind of got them on display in their craft room and they look lovely and everything, but I wonder how much they use them. Did you use your other ones very much? Yvette says her oldest will be 19 this month and her youngest turned 2 in September. Yeah, it does go by so quickly. Well, with the boys, they're going to preschool now and they're learning so much stuff and Oh my goodness. And then the older boys, we watched them last night. Um, you know, they're super easy to watch. They really were. We had fun with them. We watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory has a new version of that movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I didn't know it was out, but the boys were watching it and they wanted us to watch it with them. So
So this is a third version now?
yeah, it is. It's very different, very modern, but
Mhm.
um anyway, so we watched a little bit of that with them. Pat and I were, gosh, we were tired. We were kind of dozing off after having everybody over on
Oh, well.
Friday night. And then, so anyway, I'm going to do this Merry Christmas. I don't know if it's going to fit on there. So Denise has 5 grands. She's got 7, 6, 4, 21 months, and 17 months. Awesome. Well,
And
Harper's our oldest and our only girl. She's the biggie. So,
we also have a 4-year-old great-grandson. So
oh yeah. My husband was talking with one of his classmates, and they got started young. They got pregnant in high school, and then his daughter did the same thing. And so he's got great grandkids. And the thing that's interesting is he's divorced, and he says it's kind of a hard conversation when you're, the age we are, and then you're talking about your great grandkids.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, he said, but you can just call them grandkids. You don't have to say they're great, they're
Yeah.
all great.
Yes, they are, absolutely. Yeah,
Anyway,
well, ours is because my daughter's boyfriend is 11 years older than she is, and
oh,
this is his grandson,
right,
grandson. So,
right.
so he's our great grandson. So,
Right.
that
My
works.
dad's wife, I usually refer to her as mom on here because my mother is passed, but she, um, all of our kids uh, made her a grandmother and then a great grandmother too. So she's had some grandkids pretty young as well. But anyway, and her daughter, sister, she has never been married or had any kids. So our kids and grandkids have been, her grands and great grands. So anyway,
Yeah, I'm
just
willing
so
to share too.
what?
I'm willing to share my grandkids.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what to do with this. It's too big for this. I think we're going to put it on the inside. I was watching Tanya Bowser this morning, and I was telling Daria, I don't know if you guys see her Spellbinders Club video, but she decorated the insides of the cards so beautifully on this month's video. She just added all the prettiness and all the extra goodness on the inside, and it was so pretty. And I was really inspired by that to bring some things onto the inside of the card like she did. So we're going to do that.
Okay, very
So
good.
we need to put that on the
I'm
inside.
still
That is
not
so weird.
inspired.
Huh?
I have a hard time with the insides.
Yeah.
So,
Yvette said she became a grandmother at 38.
wow.
She told my granddaughters that she did not want to be a great grandmother anytime soon. They just laugh and say, I know, Grandma. Yeah. Yep, exactly. So let's see, my daughter didn't start having kids until she was 30. So Harper is her husband's daughter. Of course, she's Courtney's daughter as well. But the
Yeah,
boys are bios from her. But anyway, so she was older when she had her kids. So Pat is older than me, and we didn't have Hannah until Pat was actually I was 29 when we had Hannah, and so Pat was like 35 or 36. So I guess we kind of got started later with our kids. So anyway, so I have this fun little scene, and this is kind of a whimsical card because I've got just a regular Christmas scene on the inside. We've got Merry Christmas, but in the chair I've added the giraffe, which I think is hysterical. So I think they'll get a kick out of looking at the inside of that. And then I will later find a smaller sentiment that I can put on the outside, maybe something that'll be fun. But anyway, so I managed to get one finished. Let's move on to another one.
I
See
lost
what
an
else.
eye.
What'd you say?
It said I lost an eye.
You lost an eye. That doesn't sound very good. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah. All right. Why don't I have that? We'll run it through here.
You had your oldest at 29 and your youngest at 36. So you started later too then. Yeah.
My middle daughter had her first at 35, and it was considered a geriatric pregnancy.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's crazy, isn't it?
True. Then so she went when she got pregnant with her second one, she goes, "Nope, I know how to say no. Nope, you're not doing that to me again. I'm done."
Oh yes. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I have come to the conclusion that we have to be more vocal and smarter in our healthcare because
Yes. Yes.
I mean they're just crazy. And if you think about how things were back in the day and the things they did and the stuff they do now and the problems we have now and everything, you just really have to be alert and
Yep.
an advocate for yourself for sure. Okay, so we're gonna add this. You guys, I am just winging it. I really have no plan at all. So you might want to watch Daria and whatever she's doing.
Trying to make another eye.
I hate it when I put everything, I'll put everything in a stacker, just everything. And I got it all in there and I know it's perfect. And then I go to assemble it and something's gone.
Yep.
And I'm
Yep.
like, what? I don't know if they stick on the bottom of something and then they fall off on the floor or what they do, but it drives me crazy. I'm bringing some of these scraps.
All right. I've got 2 eyes, so he won't be blind. He doesn't
That's
need
good.
blindfold.
I don't like that. Okay. I think I'm
Am
in
I
a slump.
am I working where people can see me? Because I keep sliding it towards me, and I
No, I can see you, I'm assuming, and I think I can see you on the vertical one as well. So I think you're all right there. Let's use some of this. I like this. Cut it down. Layer it up. I'm just layering stuff. I don't know.
yeah, I was supposed to give him some brown edges. Oh well.
Sometimes I forget. I'll try to stick something like in my tray with me that will trigger, oh, you're supposed to do this to that, when I'm laying
Yeah.
stuff out. But it doesn't always work. I sometimes am so busy yakking that I don't pay attention to what I'm doing.
Oh, yakking's fun too.
Yep. Okay. I probably should have used some card sketches. That would have helped.
That's one reason I did choose some card sketches, because otherwise I'm kind of like, what am I supposed to do here? Some people are great. They just put things together. Not me.
Okay. And Yvette says her son was 20 when his oldest was born. Jana had her oldest at 29. Yvette had her first at 18. And so he was 20 so that's why she was 38
Yeah.
and her oldest had her last at 36. And they told her it was a geriatric pregnancy as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
some of the doctors are not.
35 is geriatric.
Crazy. Yeah, card sketches can be your best friend, that's for sure. Especially when your brain's not functioning.
And that's usually what my problem is. My brain doesn't function.
I know what I should do here.
Okay, so
Got some pillows. I'm thinking let's use some of the stuff that's in this kit and maybe decorate this paper since I don't know what I'm doing. We have all kinds of things in here that we could use. All right, we're just going to use some of this to just decorate our paper up a little bit and add a little shine to it.
and this one.
Would have been easier to lay these down before I glued my panel down, but since I didn't, we're going to have to just work around it. So we barely, I don't know if I said this earlier or not, we barely had any trick-or-treaters.
We
Um,
didn't have any.
Now my dad and Lisa, who are right next door, so they had a bunch. I don't know if we
Ooh,
didn't get the light on or what, but I was okay with it because we had a house full of people and I didn't really want to deal with it anyway, but
maybe they were scared away by the people.
maybe. Well, and to be quite honest, I probably had cop cars in my driveway. So that might have had something to do with it because, the kids were all there and they drive cop cars. So that could be. I didn't think about that.
Ah,
And that might have been. They might have thought, oh, we're not going there. The cops are there.
yeah.
Thinking something was going on in the house, but that could be. But if they know us, they know that, so
Yeah. Well, like I said, that would be like my daughter pulling up in her ambulance.
yeah, they'd be calling to a welfare check on you, making sure you're not going to the hospital. Yeah, I think that'll be all right.
Well, so far Jim's doing better, which
Oh,
is
good. Yeah.
yeah. They actually took him off the pill for this week. Because the one of the side effects of the pill is it lowers your immune system. So basically, since his numbers have been going up so well, they took him off for a week,
Oh,
and
okay.
he'll probably be on 3 weeks on, 1 week off. So that'll be
Oh,
good.
okay. All right. Anna Marie says, Daria, your gingerbread looks great.
Oh, thank you so much.
And Linda said she was 21 by 4 days for her first and 28 for her last. Her daughter would have been 51 and her youngest is 44.
Uh,
So,
yeah,
yep.
my oldest is 48 and my youngest is 38. And then I have one in between. That's 42.
So we're all in good company here.
Yep.
What I'm doing is I added that really plain cardstock colored panel on here, so I'm trying to jazz it up by adding some pill-offs. And I have so many of these, I should be using them. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, come on. Come on.
And it'll just add a little shine to it.
Yeah, I decided to bling this up. So it's taken a little time.
Well, I finally had to give up my shorts. I haven't been wearing shorts for about a week now. So that was kind of a bummer. We were rocking those shorts as long as we could here in Indiana, but
Uh,
we've passed the point of no return here. So,
no, we started getting freezing temps really early.
we were
So,
we were having
which,
sunshine and
which
80
was,
degrees.
yeah, which was funny because
I
usually
know.
in
You
Georgia,
usually get, yeah.
warm, but I think it went up north and they were warmer than we were.
Yeah, my weather usually comes to you in a couple of days, but we've had some nice weather, but it's still nice. I mean, it's sunny. Um, it's sunny out. I don't like the gloom. We did have a couple of gloomy days, but I don't
Yeah,
like the gloom, but it's been pretty nice. So Pat said he's going to work on leaves because our city is supposed to come by and sweep them up later today. So he said he's going to work on our yard, my dad's yard next door, and get them ready so that they can, when they come by, they can just sweep them all up and get them out of here.
yeah. Ours starts at the week before Halloween, picking them up, and they end at the end of November because our trees take a while to lose their leaves.
Oh yeah. Jenny
So
said she just packed up her shorts, literally. She just packed them up and put them away. So, I feel ya. I did drag oh, that's cute. That cat. Look at that. You guys, these little critters are
oh
so
wow,
cute. That is
adorable.
so cute. I've got to add that on there. I'm going to try and put maybe on one of my cards, I put like a scene behind the animal. So I might try to put like a little scene behind my cat. They've also got like some little bedroom scenes too in this, but super cute. What do we got? I'm just gonna dig through here. Oh, that's cute too. Very fun. I think I'm going to put this bookcase behind it. And then she's pulled some of her books off of her bookcase. And she's reading a book. When you have all this ephemera, you got to use it.
Yep.
Or else you're going to have it hanging out in your craft room for a while. So
Actually, my sister takes my extra ephemera and she uses it for scrapbook pages. So I said, go for it.
yeah. Our pastor's wife is having surgery today, and she said, "Oh, I've got all this stuff set up." And she said, "I've got scrapbooking set up to where she can, like scrapbook or so when she gets home, she has to stay down for a while, and she needs some things to keep herself busy." And she said, "If I need something, can you?" I said, "You call me if you need something, and I'm sure I've got it. I can die cut it out and bring it to you or whatever. I'm sure I have
Yeah,
whatever you
my
need."
kids asked, can we go shopping in your craft room, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For cards, for supplies.
I think that's fun.
Now,
I'm
question
not-
for
Yes.
everybody. I want this banner here. Do I put it straight like that? I don't know if you can see it. Put it straight, or should I put it like this, diagonally? I don't think I like it diagonally.
You don't? I kind of like it diagonally. Let's see what everybody else says. It's 44 in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm in Indiana, Linda, so we're probably close to the same temp. Jana's ready for some cooler temps. 60 would be nice. And Denise is saying her cruise was fantastic. She got
Oh,
home
great.
Saturday. It was in the 80s in the Bahamas and 45 in Florida. And Linda says straight on your border.
Straight.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So
I'm with you, Linda. I guess the other one just, I don't know, it's my OCD.
I'm adding sentiments to the inside again because I'm just not feeling it on the outside, but I can add some of these little gems on there. Yeah, I think I like these animals. They're just so cute.
Uh-huh.
Hi, oh, Linda is saying hi to Jenny G.
Hi to everybody I missed.
Yeah. It's a lot of the usual gang, so
That's good.
yep.
Okay.
Got another Merry Christmas. I am gonna have enough Christmas cards for I don't know who. I'm scheduled to get a crown, I think Wednesday of this week. And Pat was into the dentist and they said, tell Shanna to bring her Christmas cards in. And I thought, well, gosh, I don't want to get rid of my Christmas cards. I'm going to need them, but I am going to have enough Christmas cards that I'm going to be able to take some in.
Yeah,
And
I'm giving, I have a friend who works at a rehab center.
uh-huh,
So I'm going to give her a stack of Christmas cards for the people there.
that's awesome. I did take cards to the nursing home this end of summer, first of fall, I think. And I took a bunch, but they weren't Christmas. They were, all the other ones that they could use for, I don't know, maybe I will put that
Yeah,
on there.
I gave a bunch of those to her too. She
I
said,
am going to add that. Yeah, I need to do that because I have plenty.
okay. Okay. I think I'm done.
Are you done? All right, go ahead and show us. I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah, nope. One more thing. I just found his necktie.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's cute. A necktie.
I found his little bow tie. There we go.
I'm gonna put some foam on the underneath of this because if I don't, it's gonna
And I'm actually going to put a
too big.
sentiment on the inside.
Nice. Yeah, we need to do that. I said, and I don't know if you've been doing it last year. I got into a bind with my sentiments on my Christmas cards, and I had to spend like an entire day putting sentiments on the inside of the Christmas card and finishing them off. And I said I was going to do better about it this year. So I
I would,
did a little bit, but not completely better. So
yeah, I stopped about April.
yeah.
And I just went through all my Christmas cards and I said, well, I have more without than I have with. So I guess I'm going to be doing the same thing again this year.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Maybe next year, maybe next year.
I think I can solicit my sister to help me. Oh my gosh, here's one with a dog reading the book. These are so cute. There was another stray cat I wanna add on the inside of this if I can find it. What was that? It
That
did a
was
little beep beep.
messaging me, so it's on my computer.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna add this. It looks like a relative to her on the inside. I think Pat just came in from his workout. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 11.
Yeah.
I've been so bad. I was working out with him and going regularly, but I've kind of gotten away from it and I need to get back on track. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Just trying to figure something out, but I didn't like it, so yeah, I'm here. I think I'm done with number 2.
I don't think I like that. I'm not going to put that on there. Okay. I'm done with number 2.
Okay,
So, all right, let's see what you got.
I
Okay.
got.
So you did put your banner across the top.
I did,
Yeah.
and my little
Yeah.
gingerbread guy here, and I don't know if you can't really see the bling. I've added all little tiny jewels around the outside there,
Okay. Yeah.
but that one's done.
Okay, and then and I'm looking at my desk with all this ephemera all over the place. So I brought in the little cat in the little wingback chair. She's reading a book.
Oh,
And I
cute.
put the bookcase behind her, like she grabbed her book off the bookcase and sat down there
Okay,
to read it. And I did go ahead and put the Merry Christmas on there, so it is kind of busy on the front because we've got all this pattern paper and stuff. And then on the inside, I brought this other little cat in,
cute.
and I think it's cute. So there's that. So
Okay,
you want to do one more?
I
You
can do
guys.
one more if you want to do one more.
Yvette says hers are all ready to go. She should probably deliver them to the nursing home this week. Yeah, Yvette does a bunch of nursing home cards every year. I had forgotten about that. Paula Rice says she had her son at 39. I'm catching up with the chat.
Okay.
And she was considered high risk as well.
Yeah, I know.
So Paula's in Northeast Indiana, and I cannot remember. We are neighbors. I can't remember exactly where she's at, but I'm in East Central Indiana. So we are neighbors. I just cannot remember
that-
exactly what shit. Yeah.
now who is this?
Paula Rice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So Jim Poole said, or Jim Poole, Jim Eber said, don't forget to give the thumbs up. I forgot they changed the handle name, so I'm just railing off stuff. And Jackie said, great cards.
Thank you.
So I'm going to throw that out there because Jim always says to do the thumbs up. I appreciate
Thank,
that. But
thanks,
anyway,
Jim.
I think I can make another one real quick if I don't.
Yeah, this one is going to be a
Really
quicker
know.
one too. So
I want to show some of this pretty paper. Well, let me just show the paper. There's this, which is
oh
really pretty.
wow.
I think these are super fun. These are just like trees out in the open, and then here's some poinsettias, and then the books, just really, really pretty paper.
Yeah, I like
So
the colors in it too.
yeah, it is. It's muted and soft, kind of vintage or old school looking. That's what I like about it. That's why I wanted to work with it today. But I'm going to, um, we're gonna do something here. I gotta find my card bases. Got a whole stack of them here that I did.
Yes,
Okay,
you do. You made them this morning.
I did right before your eyes. So we got this one down.
Yeah, I did that trick, Shanna, where I taped the papers together.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
When you said that, I'm like, what is she talking about? And then I was like, oh, I know what she's talking about. Yeah, I was having one of those moments where
Yeah, you know.
I had no clue, no clue. But
I
yeah, it makes it easier to lay them down for sure.
yeah, I've been having more of those, unfortunately.
Yeah, I get worried sometimes. I'm like, oh, like I said to Pat, what time are we leaving? What time do we have to be? Well, she told you last night. You don't remember? And I'm like, oh my gosh. No, I don't. But
You can
I put it up to, I was probably
focus.
thinking about something else or focused on something else, and I wasn't paying attention, which is kind of typical for me, which is bad to say, but I'm always thinking ahead. And I should be in the here and the now. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Maybe
I'm
that's
a,
my sister's problem because she keeps doing that. I just finished telling her something. Then I get a text. Now, what time are we leaving?
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
Yep.
I don't
Guil-
do anything. I just tell her.
Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. I do that too. I'm gonna layer this one up with a specialty paper. We've got it. We might as well use it. And I've just got a tiny little edge on there. Just want a little tiny edge peeking around there.
Well, my sisters asked me who inherits all my craft stuff. I said the first person who gets here.
Oh yeah.
So, Shanna,
Oh.
about my demise. You get over here and get all my specialty
Oh
papers.
my goodness. I was gonna send all mine to you.
I think I'm going to go first.
Oh, never know. You never know.
No, you don't.
All right. So there we've got just a tiniest little slither of red around there, and I'm fine with that. Sometimes the real shiny, I don't like as much of it on my cards, but I think that little dab on there looks really pretty. My heater's kicked on out here, so probably because I shut my door because I heard Pat come in and I thought he'll be making noise and you guys will hear him. Oh, that's so pretty. I mean, just like that. Look how pretty that is.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
The thing about this is, because your paper and your ephemera is so close together, it can kind of get lost in there. I could bring this back in and we could do that. I just hate to cover it all up because it's so pretty.
I'm going to add a little dimension to my gingerbread, guys.
Little square. What do we got here? This is like, I think 3 by 3 square could work on there and then it wouldn't cover up as much of it. Let's do that.
Well, what's nice about not being ready, then people can see your process.
Yeah. Or lack thereof. I'm going to take this and I don't know if I have one handy. I'm going to emboss this panel just because it's kind of boring by itself. So, and we all know I have plenty of embossing folders. I think I'm going to use this Hurley Damask. This was kind of I think it came out with the Halloween stuff, but I think it'll put a really pretty pattern on there.
It's good for everything.
Oh yeah. It's
Halloween.
almost like a fleur-de-lis or something. I had an embossing folder in there I could have used. It makes me think of a fleur-de-lis or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Very decorative. Let's see. What's everybody saying? Cheeseburger. Let me look at this. Let me see what's going on.
Okay. What about a cheeseburger?
I don't know. I'm behind. I'm looking here. Let's see. I said, Yvette's are all ready to go. And Jenny G said those are cute. Jim said thumbs up. Great cards. Anna Marie says, love those cards, lady. She is near Fort Wayne. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I am very near Fort Wayne too. I am very near. I am probably, I'm 40 minutes from Fort Wayne. You have loom and gloom here in New Jersey. Oh, bummer. Beautiful paper, Anna Marie says. And Jose Hammer says cheeseburger. I don't know what that is. We're getting
What part of New Jersey?
We'll see what she says.
'Cause,
Janice says, I have got to order a pot lid holder thing to organize my turmeric. I have got a bunch of those, bunch of them. This is one of them right here. And yeah, you can just organize them all. And
Yeah.
I have a bunch of them. I also have just the cheap little metal ones from let me grab it. Hang on.
Yeah, I've got one of those by my workstation, but I just recently bought, basically it's supposed to be a monitor stand.
This you can pick up at the dollar store. I've got multiples of these too.
Okay.
And then you just put them all in there and hold them all up. And that's what I use. So if you don't want to spend money, a lot of money on them, you can pick up the cheap ones at the dollar store like I did. And they work just fine. So I just use whatever I got. I've got a variety of different things that I was thinking about putting this off to the side and putting it on here so it would, I think that'll work. And we've got the embossed detail on it. I just don't want to cover up all of my pretty pattern paper because it's so pretty. So we'll finish up this last one and we will be good to go. Now, I don't know. I'm going to have to look and see. I guess I get different statistics for the vertical and then the horizontal. Any of you guys that have done this, can you tell me? Will it give me, the stats on the vertical and then the stats on the horizontal? I assume that it will. So I'll have to check that out when we get done because I don't think I've streamed with this, setting on yet. So this will be the first time for me to kind of experience what it does. But I think we're just going to add this. It's kind of plain. I don't know.
Alrighty.
I have this stuff too that I could use. I could put a little border over the top. It still covers up it's covering up my stuff. I like it, but I don't like covering up all my pretty stuff on there. I think I'm going to use it just because I have it and I can.
There you go.
Whoops. Make sure I get it going in there. I don't know which direction is right and which one's wrong. They both look pretty good. I did use this on one of my cards and I just kind of blotted some glue all across it and it seemed to lay down okay. But she always puts really interesting things in here. Sometimes you get wire or just all kinds of different interesting elements in her kits. So you have to figure out how to work with them. That looks pretty. Get it glued down. We're going to have to trim it off. Oops. Oh no.
No. Do I want to add anything else?
Okay. We're going to need more glue, folks. Oh, mercy. So, Paula, have you been to the stadium when they had the Christmas lights in Fort Wayne, the baseball stadium? Have you been to that? We went last year and it was so beautiful. Let's see. Anna Marie says Clark, New Jersey, north near Rahway. Are you familiar with that?
North New Jersey.
North
See,
near
my husband
Rahway.
used to work at Wallington.
Clark, New Jersey is what I said. I don't know if you heard that
Right,
or
right.
not.
I said my
Okay.
husband used to work
Okay.
at Wallington. I don't know if that's anywhere near there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if Paula has been to the lights at the stadium. It's really fun. I'd like to take the kids this year. We had a good time. We went with some friends and it was super fun. But it's the baseball stadium. I don't know, it's a minor league probably. I'm not a sports fanatic, so I can't tell you, but I think it's a minor league baseball stadium. And they had like a train in there and they had all the lights set up, in the outfield and all the way around, the upper and the lower and everything. It was just really, really pretty. And we enjoyed it. So let's see. No, she hasn't been, but she's seen photos of it. It is lovely. We have gone to that. We've gone to the stadium. Pat, they were a customer of his, so we've gotten tickets before. In fact, we probably got free tickets to go to the lights from that last year. Anyway, but so we've been and watched them play. I'm not a big sports fanatic, but I do enjoy the going and just the atmosphere and stuff. But anyway, You're about a half an hour from Fort Wayne. Can't get out anymore much because of your fall in March. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Wellington is about 35 to 40 minutes away.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Jana says, I use pot lid holders for her paper trimmers, scoreboards, punch boards, and cutting plates. Makes it super easy to put things away. Yeah. Are you an hour north of Fort Wayne? A half an hour north of Fort Wayne? Because I'd be south of Fort Wayne. I think I know where you're from. I think I remember now. I think so.
Well, when I come to visit you next year, we'll have to get some people together.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Not
That
sure
would
when
be
yet.
fun.
We're still in the
Planning your trips.
stage.
Oh, you're south. Okay, so we are. Yeah, I was thinking that. Okay, so we're fairly close together then, because I am south of there. I go straight up 69, and I am there. That's pretty. I'm covering up all that paper, but now I have some sub sentiments that goes with this Christmas sentiment set from Spellbinder, so I could add Christmas is here or something like
Ah,
that to the inside of this as well. I'll probably just put this Christmas in there and then I'll leave room or I'll leave room. I could put Merry Christmas or something like that on the inside. So I think I'll kind of position it here and I could do Merry here. I could do Christmases here underneath it and then I can finish it off. I think that's what I'm going to do and just finish this one up. So,
I've got one more sticker to try and get off the sheet.
I was going to put a little bit lower, but I still think that'll work.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to find another piece of ephemera to put on the inside of this. They're all so cute. I love the animals.
They are cute. They really are.
I'm just going to use this one.
That's all I'm gonna do.
So anyway, this kit is shipping now, if anybody's interested. I think it started shipping after the 1st of the month. I think it's probably still available. Yeah, I'm sure it is, because I think they're producing their own product, so I'm sure they could probably produce more. But anyway, it's a super pretty set if you like a vintage Christmas vibe. Okay, I'm going to catch up with the chat. Let's see. Jana Marie says, I have 2 rolly carts to assemble later. They have tops on them. One is going to be your die cutter station. Awesome. I hope they're good and sturdy for the die cutter station. I have 1 rolly cart. I got it. I didn't think I needed one, but I got it. And I started out putting my dies in there. This kit that I have is from Love From Lizi, was who this kit is from. The kit that Daria has is from, I can't remember the name of it, but I've got it.
Paper Wishes is the company, but Hot Off the Press is the.
Yes, and they are both linked in the description box below.
They're available.
They are. So Jana, I hope that they're good and sturdy, that you can put your die cutting. It was one that somebody recommended. I'll have to find her video again. Her craft room was amazing. Oh, anyway, I used one and I had dies in it before. I had so many dies that you can't put them in there because they're too heavy. And so now I have just some things in it, but have contemplated off and on about getting rid of it just because it's taking up space in here. But right now I'm using it because I took my big cutting board out that I used to use to take my pictures on and put it back in my kitchen since my kitchen was redone. And so now I'm using the top to that rolly cart because it's wood to set my stuff on and take pictures. I really need a better picture setup to take my pictures, but anyway, so that's something I need to work on. So this is my 3rd and final card. Are you getting close?
I'm done.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and let you roll through yours. And I'm not going to big screen this because it seems like it's not working in this particular setup, I don't think.
Okay,
Let me see. Oh, nope, that didn't work. I'm just trying different things here. Nope, that's not working.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh, that one, the last
Wait.
one worked. Yep.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. This is my first one.
That is so cute.
And this was, oops, sorry, that doesn't belong there. This was for sketch 1 from KCC 19.
I love the paper combination. Really.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like their papers. They've got some
Yeah.
gorgeous
It
papers.
looks really good with the sketch.
Yeah, and then this is sketch 4, I believe.
And then did you bring in the gingerbread? Because I've been rattling on it.
Yeah, that's from Stamps of Life. That's
Okay.
Gingerbread the Stamp. That's a really old set.
Yeah.
That one's not available. I'm sure they have another one. And then this is card number 3 that was just using only their stuff except for the white peel-offs there.
Yvette says it's so cute.
Thank you, Yvette.
And then I've just been, I don't know what I'm doing here, making a mess. But anyway, hang on, I got some technical difficulty going on here. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So I think this was my first one. And I just had part of this paper left because I used it on one of my other cards. And so I just cut it down and I brought in a die and just die cut out this scalloped edge. And then we've got our little scene here. And then I kind of went a little goofy with it because I've got this real nice scene. And then on the inside, I put the little giraffe and the ferret, which I think is fun, and added the Merry Christmas. So I just think those animals are just hilarious. I need to really lay some designs out to work with them and make them super cute. But anyway, and then for this one, I took where I die cut the center of this out. I'm kind of using the scraps. I used the back of that and I layered it up just some craft, and I brought in the pill offs, which a lot of times you forget to use that you have them, you know. And so I just used those to add some sparkle and some extra design so that panel wasn't quite so boring. And then slapped down the snowflake pattern on there. And then I put the bookcase behind the little cat and the wingback chair, and I think it's super cute. Did I do
Yeah,
it?
that is.
And then I brought the little cat and put it on the inside with a little cup of tea or coffee. Super cute. It's really super. Yeah, that giraffe is just,
Yeah.
it's just hysterical. I can't
I know.
can't help it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. His little hooves almost look like shoes. So hilarious. Anyway, great, little set. And then this is basically the theme of the book of the kid is, it's called Festive Tales is what it's called. And you've got all the books and they've got the holly and stuff around them. And then I just brought in another piece of ephemera, but when I laid it right on the paper, it just seemed to get lost. So that's why I brought in this other panel and I embossed it with the Damask 3D embossing folder from Simon Hurley and just added some detail on it. I probably could have done a circle and that would have been interesting as well. And then I brought in some of this felt border and added it.
Okay.
And
Nice.
then on the inside, I brought in the little squirrel and the little bookcase. And then I've got the Christmas sentiment from Spellbinders that I added to it. So those are my 3 cards.
Very nice.
Of course, I have all of these that I could put on the envelopes for them that came with it, but there's lots of goodies in this. I don't think I've done a very good representation of it today just because it's been a little bit chaotic, but I didn't plan ahead. I had a busy weekend. So anyway, Denise said she loves the giraffe. And
Yeah.
Jenny says, like the video. So I appreciate you guys reminding everybody that. So we're going to wrap up here. I appreciate all of you joining. We had a good crowd today, and we're starting to get back on track with our Monday morning. So hopefully we can keep it going.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
So far, my Mondays are clear. So hopefully they'll stay that way all the way to the end of December.
yeah. And Yvette says to everybody to have a great day, friends. And
Yes.
so we hope you have a great Monday and a great week ahead, and we'll see you around in all the crafty spaces. So thanks for watching.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay.